leather cap and his checkered tie. Let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a comfort measure.
Aficionados.
Shine the lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panoramas. He likes to impersonate walk-on.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here, and today I'm going to be reviewing one of my absolute favorite TV shows of all time. A show that for a long time was never made available on DVD. I think there might have been one compilation DVD if I'm not mistaken, but it was never released in proper seasonal order where you could just buy it and watch all the episodes. It had been on Netflix for a long time, so I used to watch those a lot, as well as Malcolm in the Middle, another show that's not finished on DVD, and it's still one of my favorite shows. It's a fantastic, wonderfully written, wonderfully acted TV series. That show is, of course, the iconic classic TV series, The Wonder Years. Now, this is a set that comes to us from Time Life. You might know them for the people that did the Power Rangers box sets, as well as the Carol Burnett Show, Dean Martin's Celebrity Roast, and they're known for doing a lot of really awesome sets, especially complete series sets, because they actually also did the $6 Million Man and the Real Ghostbusters, which are considered by many two of the greatest DVD box sets ever made, and I can definitely see why. Time Life does a lot. They make some really awesome collector's packages. They include a lot of fantastic extras, and they preserve the shows very well, and Wonder Years is no exception. And well, this set, in short, makes it worth the wait for having Wonder Years on DVD. So I'm not going to delay any further. I'm going to take this over to my spot and we're going to unbox this thing. Alright, so here we have the long-awaited release of the Wonder Years on DVD, and what better way in complete series form. And like I said earlier, I was very ecstatic when they announced that this was coming out, and even more ecstatic having it in my collection. This is a fantastic set. First thing you'll obviously notice is that this comes in a really awesome locker collector's packaging. It brings to mind things like the Hairspray and Heather's locker sets. However, unlike those ones, which were a lot smaller and were made of plastic, as I can recall, this one, as you can see, is a lot bigger all around. It's just a really hefty thing. It's got some weight to it. I will note that you shouldn't lug this thing around. It's very delicate. It will break if you drop it, so I'd be careful. And like I said, it's very heavy. I'd say it's at least about 5, maybe 6 pounds. And that's because, if you listen, this is actual metal, not plastic at all. This is real metal, and it opens and closes like a real locker would. You can basically hear the metal there. Now inside, you probably noticed, you have a couple binders. Now the first binder you see right here is the first 3 seasons of the show. Show that right there. Now this is actually my only problem with the set, and it's a sort of please be careful kind of thing, is you actually have the DVDs here, but they're inside these little flaps, so if you're not very careful, you run the risk of scratching them, because remember, these are DVDs, not Blu-rays, so they don't have any special coating to them. So yeah, I will dock down some points to this release that I really wish there was a little more thought put into the packaging. I would have rather they had just some, basically some plastic teeth to snap them into, like a regular DVD digipack. So I don't know why they went this route, but just be mindful to be very delicate and very careful with your DVDs, as you should be, but especially with this set. Now, as you also probably noticed, is that there's a little notebook right here. This is essentially a booklet. Breakdown of the seasons 1 to 3. You've got some notes from the cast, the crew of the show. Basically just scan through that a bit. And you take the last page and you slip it right in there. Back in there, and there you go. That's your booklet. So you have the first 3 seasons. On each page you have 1 season and then another season. Each season has its own individual bonus features, which is one of the coolest things about this set. Really awesome bonus features, I should mention. A fantastic release overall. I can't emphasize that enough. The coolest thing is that they actually have these little details that, like a real binder, it's got some drawings and some stickers. Like you got the Who sticker right there. So that's the first 3 seasons right there in that binder. And the second binder, you have the remaining seasons 4 through 6, which is a much bigger binder in comparison. A lot prettier. It's got some flowers on it. And it's basically more of the same. You have a booklet over here, and then every page with more and more discs of the show. And just like the other ones, each season has its own individual bonus features, which is why it took so long for me to get to reviewing this, because I had to watch all these bonus features, and let me tell you, other than the collector's packaging, the bonus features is what's a real benefit. Some fantastic behind-the-scenes input. And you actually have an interview with one of my favorite actors on the show, Daniel Stern, the disembodied voice, the narrator of the show. He's one of my favorite actors, for things like Dilbert, where he did the voice of Dilbert, and of course the Home Alone films. And finally, we have this little book right here, the Wonder Years yearbook, considering going with the whole high school theme. And you actually, much like a yearbook, you have a lot of writing there, some signatures. And inside, what you basically have is, much like the little booklets you have a complete retrospective of the Wonder Years and its impact, being the iconic show that it is. And you have some behind-the-scenes photos of the cast and crew. And let's just flip that. It's a fantastic little read. Much like the Batman set, it's nothing that hefty, so you could read this in like 10 minutes or so. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I read this rather quickly. It's a fantastic little booklet, very nice to have as part of this collection. It just makes it all the more memorable. And the last thing we have, which I think is really cool, I actually haven't taken them off, is this set exclusively comes with its own set of magnets. For I Heart Winnie Cooper, I'm sure you all know that character, and of course I Heart Kevin Arnold. You have the school's sports team, the Kennedy Wildcats. Butthead, of course, one of the catchphrases of the show, holy cow. And you can actually break these off. I'll actually demonstrate with, let's go with Kennedy Wildcats, considering it is a locker and all. So we'll just take that off. You peel it off much like you would a sticker. And just peel across the lines. And close it, and you can just stick that right on your locker. And you can basically customize, essentially. It's your own locker to play around with. It's very much like, maybe a Barbie or a doll's locker or toy set. It's really cool. Again, don't know a lot of sets that would do that, so preferably I'm actually going to keep mine inside because I don't want to lose any of them, because, if I ever move the collection around, I don't want any of the magnets to fall off and end up losing them. But yeah, so there you go. That is the Wonder Years, the complete series DVD set. Overall, completely worth the wait. Fantastic set. It isn't cheap. Last I checked, it's about $200 or so. But hey, for what you're spending, you get 6 seasons of the show, hours upon hours of bonus content, this collector's packaging, which is real metal, emphasis on metal, magnets, exclusive yearbook booklet. Just a fantastic release overall. Can't recommend it enough. So that's really all I have to say about the unboxing portion of the Wonder Years Complete Series box set. Let's go back to my chair for my final thoughts. So that's it for my review and unboxing of the Wonder Years, the Complete Series DVD locker set. A fantastic collection overall. Highly recommended to all fans of the show who, you should buy the show anyway if you're a fan. But like I said, if you can't afford to dump down a lot of money for this set, you can buy the seasons individually. They've already released season 1. But I highly recommend that if you want to get them all, this is the way to go. It's just a fantastic set. It'd make a great Christmas gift for anyone out there. Right up there with Batman 66, another, at the time, highly sought after television series that never saw a release until this year. Both of those sets would make a fantastic Christmas gift to any television fan, or just any DVD collector in general. I think this is a must-have set overall. So, that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Hey Mom, look! I finished a video! Are you proud of me? If you happen to like what you saw, then you can hit that subscribe button for more. And if you want to be extra generous, you can donate to my Patreon page in the link below. You can donate anywhere from 25 cents to a whole $1. Every little bit helps. Anyone who donates gets their name at the end of the credits of every video, just like these awesome supporters. And if you'd like updates on future projects, you can like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter. Oh, you're still here? Well, since you've stayed this long, you can check out some of my previous videos.